Hello, this is Doge Does Things, and welcome back to Mindustry. Last time, we left off after completing biomass synthesis facility, and now it's time to capture Stained Mountains and try to get the new resource titanium to get a bunch of upgraded new stuff, basically. Well, let's get right into it. Okay, so in biomass synthesis facility, we had quite a bit of production going on. We have a lot of silicon production. I don't think there's any need to increase production. There's not really much to research. We could theoretically research some of these things. Actually, we can research both of them. Might as well go for it. Finish off part of the research tree. This entire section of the tree is dedicated for processor things. So basically, you can program in Mindustry, and people make some crazy stuff with this. So that's pretty cool. I'm pretty sure logic display is the last thing. Well, before we just start waiting for more resources, let's just see how much it takes to even go to Stained Mountains. So if we try to launch here, we can't because we have insufficient resources. I'm gonna have to do a little bit of waiting again because I spent all my silicon on research, so that probably wasn't a good idea. You know what, while we wait, let's just mess with some of the stuff we've just unlocked. Yeah, so we don't have displays, but we can put some messages down. Like, we can use this to write some messages. Something like that. And we can also use microprocessors to literally program anything, including turrets and units. There's also memory cells, of course, to store data, and there's switches, so we can do some certain stuff with it. I don't even know what I would theoretically want to do. Yeah, I don't think there's really anything we can do. Back to waiting, I guess. Okay, so once again, through the power of video editing magic, you get your time saved, but yeah, I don't. So, oh well, we now have 2,000 silicon, so we can actually send ourselves over to the Stained Mountains with our new upgraded core. Let's go. Okay, let's pause for a second. Okay. So we can see that this area is cut up into a bunch of like canyons, and what we're looking for is this. Yes, we need this titanium, and it's very good. Problem is, we once again have nothing for some reason. Am I missing something here? It's probably something like, there's probably a certain button to like send resources over with you, but oh well. We have extra challenge, I guess. Am I really just missing like a button? I sure hope not. Video editing me, go check up on that and see if it's actually just that. Oh well, there's copper. Now we need lead. Okay, now what we should do is we should look for sand and coal to make silicon. Roughly here. That's a good spot. I should go for graphite first, actually. Let's use this schematic and hopefully not place it horrendously 2 million times because I have always just doing this incorrectly. And we're out of copper, which sucks. Oh, where's more copper? We should probably go for that before we go for big production. There's some over here, so yikes, no defenses. Copper crisis is not my favorite thing to have. Okay, you know what? We're going straight for titanium, maybe. Or maybe straight for silicon to get monos. I have no idea what's best. Okay, this technically works now. Alright. There we go, we got hopefully better copper supply right here. Graphite press. Okay, things are building faster. Nice. Now we can hopefully just do this, bring it straight to the core. Now we'll have some graphite. Hopefully enough to research titanium. That's probably just good to do. More graphite press. Okay, this is actually not too bad. Oh, except for that. That's probably bad. I'm gonna be so upset with myself if I could have just brought resources the entire time. And it's just one of these goobers. Okay. Okay, well, having a new unit is actually really good, because now I'm not actually instantly dying from all this. We have, what is it, graphite. Can we make steam power? No, steam power requires silicon, which is annoying. Sorry, yeah, but now that we have the pneumatic drill, we should mine, titanium, because it can only be mined by the pneumatic drill. So, let's get some of that stuff down. Now we'll get the research for it. We'll firstly belt it over. And once we've done that, then we can look at the researches it unlocks. Oh, look at all that. How many is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 13, 14, 15, 16 things unlocked. Okay, well, the first thing we want is definitely the titanium conveyor, which costs 80 titanium, but it's definitely worth it because it has way more throughput than these measly normal conveyors, and so they are definitely better suited for mid to late game throughput. And now we'll just set up really rudimentary silicon. We just need something. You know what? The most lazy way to get away with this, just slap on a combustion generator right there. And voila. Okay. And we want to mix it with lead. An air factory, which costs silicon. Okay. Little bit of circular logic here. Need to get into our core first. Then we can think about that. Always use the pneumatic drill to get more titanium because it is way more valuable than everything else. Just use the basic drills for now. We can always expand it later. I put these drills really badly. Yes, silicon smelter is now functional. We need 60 silicon. More titanium is definitely always worth it. Problem. Waves exist, and I have no idea where they're coming from. Actually, no, I do have a very good idea where they're coming from. Right over here. Yes, it is. Thankfully, I'm actually, now that I have a better core unit, it's actually a lot easier to just stop these guys in their tracks. This is a convenient location to put walls, because they can't really do anything about this. And to solve all crises, we put in the bare minimum of duos. We'll just slap down some distributors with duos that are just surrounding it. Wait, so these do reach the other side? Yeah, they do. So they have decent range. These will function for the time being. Alright, so there you go. The most minuscule defense ever has been created. That should totally hold off all the waves. Now it's time to go back to factory. So we do have 180 titanium, which means we can research the titanium conveyor. We can have a big battery, big mender, better power generation, stronger walls, and more unique turrets. First thing we can do is I can, show how fast titanium conveyors are in comparison to normal ones. Like, look at this. It's actually ridiculous. Alright, so we can increase the throughput of our titanium conveyor, which is probably a good idea, because titanium's the thing we're going to want a lot of. You know what we also need a lot of? Copper. We are low on the very base resource, which is probably not a good sign. We gotta find more copper to support our growing demand. We're gonna use just copper drills for this, because expensive. Graphite doesn't grow on trees. Okay, let's get this copper over with our very slow building because of lack of resources. It's kind of painful. Oh, okay. Hopefully this is fine. No issues? No issues? I think there might be an issue. There's an issue. There might be an issue. Go away! Oh no, my one combustion generator. How sad. Yeah, okay, we do have silicon. We have enough to produce air factory. We go into here and we say, make mono, please. And then what we also do is that we start mining up all of these and use this lead in our mono factory. Then we'll have monos. Very nice. And hopefully our copper crisis will be over. Monos, of course, are the solution to everything. Oh, and also I've got steam power exists. This is probably way better than whatever the heck I've been designing over here. So let's get that sorted. Alright. Oh, but of course, we need glass for steam power, because we need glass for pipes. obviously. So that's an issue. We gotta also deal with that. So let's make production of glass real quick. It's just a combination of sand and lead, which we both have a decent supply of right here. Yes, we need a kiln. Or we need to get the power over here. Okay, that should solve the problem. Alright, nice. We have our power over here. Get all this stuff, bring it over to the core through our now pretty large intersection. Still functional though. And there we go. Glass. Into the core it goes. And actually we do have quite a bit of titanium. We can research some new tech now. Like the large power node. This is actually incredible. It's way better than whatever we were doing before because look at the range on that thing. This will make, cleaning up these power grids a lot better, but for now, we're just going for raw power. What the heck is this? Excuse me, who designed this? And there's no one else to blame but me, but yeah. Okay, so now we'll have monos. So we're gonna be, okay. Wow, okay, we've automated pretty much every resource. We should get even more titanium. Don't know if we need more production than that, though. So we should focus on upgrading some of the other machines. Like, oh, excuse me. Yeah, this was horrendous. What the heck am I doing? Also, no power, which makes sense because I just deleted the power. Like a doofus, I deleted the power, and 4 enemies. I'm getting more concerned that the front lines aren't gonna be too good. Okay, well, I also forgot about these guys. So, can I please? There we go. Yeah, no, actually, we're totally okay. I don't know why I thought there'd be a problem. The solution to everything. Just add extra duo. It'd be really funny if I just beat the sector with duo. Why did I pretend that it was uncountable? No duos. And replace all these with titanium conveyors, because I feel like it. We still have a copper crisis, which is bad. But we do have tons of titanium, which means we can research some things. Like, a large battery, I guess. Yeah, okay, I guess we'll go large battery then. Who knows, maybe it'll come in handy. Also, titanium wall. Okay, we're probably safe from the enemies now. Alright, so our power is of course really bad, but now that we have glass, which I forgot we even did, now we can actually fix power. Congratulations, power is no longer as bad. And we should upgrade all these to pneumatic, because I can, and I feel like it. Okay, and we can also upgrade all these to titanium. Nice. Alright, now we can also just duplicate the power design here. Now we'll have even more power, and we can store it in the new big battery that we just unlocked. Now it's time to upgrade whatever this is. Okay, we can do better than that, because we have a schematic for silicon. We can just do, yeah, we'll just do this. 2 of them. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's just upgrade this conveyor, because, everything should be upgraded to titanium. And now, thanks to these monos, we have stable supply of copper. Alright, now is there anything more to do? Probably upgrade defenses. Yeah, speaking of which, enemies just showed up. Air defenses are probably something we should think about, because flares just keep showing up. And yikes, our duos don't seem to be, they seem to be burning through ammo pretty fast, which is scary. So, yeah, we'll just ignore it for now. The nearest lead for scatters it's up here. So we can just go plop like, I don't know, 2 of these down here. Now we can get all of this lead straight into this bridge conveyor, which will let us get air defense finally. We haven't done scorches yet. And scorches are expensive in terms of graphite, but we can always upgrade graphite, so really. We'll make a separate graphite factory somewhere else. What's really good about this sector is that there's so many resources. Alright, well there we go, more sand for more silicon. And now we're getting more monos, which is always appreciated. Okay, so there's plenty of coal up here, but not much sand, so this is the perfect spot to make extra graphite production. Let's just get a ton of coal. We'll put the machines here. Then please just place the schematic actually well this time. Wait, let's look at this. Let's just upgrade all these internal conveyors to titanium. Then we'll just mine up all this. Stick with this for now. Put it into our graphite things, and then by the time that we come back to it, or yeah, to the machines, we should be able to make some more drills to increase production even more. So now we can work on adding even more drills to this. This is a good upgrade to our production. Now we have quite a bit more graphite. And also, now that we've stocked up on some more titanium, back to research. We can probably get the large wall, and yeah, that's about it. We can probably upgrade our frontline walls to titanium walls. So that's cool, I guess. Also, our front line's about to break, so that's not cool. We don't want that. And yes, we're still low on graphite. I'd like even more production if that's fine, because then I can slap down pneumatic drills everywhere. I don't have to worry about it anymore. So we'll find another big coal patch that's not near sand, because this coal patch can probably be used for silicon because it's near sand. Let's use this coal patch for more graphite. Okay, we'll just slap down these, slap down those. So then we'll just pipe this straight into a whole bunch more graphite presses. I think we place it like this. 2, 3. That's right? You know, we should probably make a schematic of this with titanium so I don't have to keep upgrading it. And now we'll have even more graphite to work with, which is very handy. We can just merge it onto the belt that we had before. Oh, what am I? Excuse me, what even is this? Why did I try to merge it onto the coal belt? Well, yeah, why not? Let's just merge it onto the derelict structure and then repair it. Sure. There we go. Perfect. Okay, alright, maybe our duos are not suitable for this anymore. Yikes. Okay. We might need more than just our little duo thing. We could prepare scorches, which I think is a pretty interesting idea. So let's firstly make the ammo for it, which is the hard part, because we could just do coal, but what we really want is pyrite, so we'll just make pyrite here, because there's all three of lead, sand, and coal here. One pyrite mixer takes 1.5 lead, 1.5 sand, and 0.5 coal. So that's for 1. This is enough for 2. This is enough for 1. Okay, maybe we'll just stick with 1 pyrite mixer for now. Okay, nice. Of course it needs power, so it's not going to work right now. But power transmission is really easy with these large power nodes. It's super convenient. Now we have pyrite, and we'll move these duos back a little bit. Actually, before we put the duos back in, we should probably get our frontline scorches finished, and we'll probably do something like this. Alright, so now all those scorches have ammo. Now we can put down our duos once more. Okay, nice, we have a better defense. And what we can do is that we can bring our power over, and once we've done that, we can stick it onto a mender. But not just any mender, we're going to use a big mender, or the mend projector, except we can't research it. Oh, that was my plan. My plan was to put a mend projector there, because it has much better range. But oh well, I guess we need more titanium. I guess we'll just go for a different titanium patch, like this one. Now with our 592 lead, or what am I even saying, graphite, we won't have to worry about running out of graphite while trying to make pneumatic drills, which is very nice. And might as well go through the part where we just repair all that for no reason. Alright, very nice. Titanium conveyors are so good. Alright, 9 enemies. Oh, they got to the scorches and then were immediately eviscerated, which is good. That's what we want. Okay, now we can research the mend projector, and then we'll stop having to worry about, wait, what is that? Yeah, we'll stop having to worry about, you know, these walls actually just exploding. There we go. Everything is now self-healing. And according to what these scatters are saying, these ones haven't been in range of them once, and these ones have. So we should probably bring these down to like here or something, so that they have more direct range. Alright. I think we're doing pretty good right now. You know, what we can do is that we could just make units to attack. Even though this isn't a sector where you have to do that, it could just be fun just to make units to help defend along with the turrets. Because the units are practically just moving turrets. The easiest one to make is, of course, the flare right here. Just costs 15 silicon, no extra resources required. So what we can do is that we'll just put a normal router because we don't really want all of our stuff going straight for flares. But yeah. Oh, and also, don't be ridiculous right here. Use a junction. We are running low on coal over here for our silicon. So we could just borrow some more. Okay, there we go. Plenty of coal over here. And there we go. Now we should actually have fully working silicon. I might even be able to add an extra one. All we have to do is add even more sand to account for this. Okay, nice. Now that's finally working. And our monos are fully set up, and we actually have our flares. What we can do is that we can send them over to our front lines, all the way over here, and they'll probably help like a little bit. And what we can also do is we can set the machine to automatically deposit them in a certain area. So now they'll just automatically go there once they're done. Boop. And now they're going to go automatically over to that area. We have plenty of space here, so we can just slap down even more scorches. And we can put a scorch here, a scorch there, pretty much a scorch anywhere. And this should just shred through any ground enemies. So see, that's a ton of ground enemies right there. Ooh, look at that. Look at that rumble. Okay, so clearly they're not good against the bomb guys, because the bomb guys got really close and were able to damage our walls quite significantly. What we should do, we should add something that's a little bit better at destroying the crawlers. And what's good at destroying the crawlers are arcs, because they like pierce through all of the crawlers at once, which kills them very quickly. And because now we have arcs, we're gonna have uneven power demand. So we're gonna need to set up another power bank, which is very easy because connected batteries will just be connected. So you don't have to all connect them to power nodes. And now we have 3.7 thousand titanium, which means even more research. Okay, so we have repair points, which are basically just menders, except for units. We have the differential generator, which is very good power solution. Unfortunately, it does need cryofluid, and we don't have enough silk. Wait, no, we do. No, we don't have enough titanium to unlock cryofluid, so that's probably not the best thing. So these flares are kind of just chilling here, I guess. Maybe even make a repair point for them, even though they're practically never going to take damage. I don't know how they took damage. Let's see. Oh, okay. Well, thankfully the scatters took care of them. Yeah, okay. Those arcs are doing lots of damage. We didn't think about the slag from Atraxes, so might as well slap down a wave, because those guys will deal with the slag problem. And you know what? We can add even more scorches. Do we have enough titanium to unlock the cryofluid mixer? Yes, we do. Okay, nice. So, cryofluid is made through the combination of water and titanium, and it's used in the differential generator. Like I said before, really good power source. Unfortunately, it does need quite a bit more, resource demand. Why did I use that? But it does pay off by giving like 1,000 power per second, and I am leaking all of this onto the floor. That is a bad idea. Look at that beautiful liquid storage design right here. We should probably unlock the liquid container, which is actually designed to store liquids. Also payload conveyors, what I was talking about before, with the insert the payload block or something, or enter payload block thing on units. We can't unlock that, but we can unlock the coal centrifuge, I guess. Oh, and also the multi-press. But yeah, the coal centrifuge, transforming oil into coal. I guess that gives a use for oil now. You can just turn it into coal, which is actually useful. So there you go. And now I can actually make an actual storage container for cryofluid, and might as well, because we do have pyrite right here for our purposes of defense. So might as well just use it for power. And nice, we have 1,080 extra power per second. Probably the top priority is more research, because all the cool new stuff from titanium. Some cheap things to unlock are probably the door. Basically just a titanium wall that you can open. We should get more titanium, because it is the resource that we want a lot of. We can just kind of Take all of it. All right. We just gotta bring this straight to the core. There you go. Really? Did I have to hit a power node? Thought it was gonna be a perfectly straight shot, but oh well. It hit a power node somehow. Alright, so now I have even more titanium. And now, we do have probably good enough defenses to beat the sector. But, always had more. Let's just see how it does against the new wave. And these guys also dead. Oh my goodness, I'm getting shot down. Wait, are they attacking for me? That's actually good. They're kind of smart. Better than they were before. Units just used to stand around doing nothing unless you directly order them to do stuff. Well, this is actually a nice change. You know what? One differential generator is always good, but what's better than one differential generator is 4 differential generators. And I remember that I made a design before that had 4 differential generators. I was able to just take in like one power tile input from one side, one cry fluid input from another side, and it was very, very nice. So let's try to figure out what I was doing there. I just did that, put a power node in the middle, the input in like that, this here, this here, this here, that here. This was the design I ended up with, and it was pretty cool because it was just a power square. Okay, now all I need to do is reroute all the power from here, reroute all the cry fluid into there. It's now doing its thing. Love to see it. Yeah, okay, we aren't producing enough. That's probably bad. Problem with this is that we need more lead for more biotite. Or we can just put it here where there's, again, even more lead. Okay, 30 enemies, that's concerning. Okay, no, yeah, it's fine, it's fine. Now here we can make even more biotite. We'll get enough lead for, yes, 2 biotite mixers. Also get enough sand for 2 biotite mixers. Place down said 2 biotite mixers. Do we have a schematic that's just a zipper? We do just have a zipper, okay. Well, that's convenient. For the output, we'll just do that. Or we'll have our first input go into here, our second input go into here, third input, and our output will just be coming out of here. Add it to the design. Oh, and also, probably 1 cryo fluid mixer is not enough. 6 per second, so we need 2 of these. Oh, and you know what? Double up on the zippers, make it a liquid zipper, because we can technically do that. That's fun. Okay, liquid zipper complete. Let's see how we're faring against waves. Yes, come on. Yes, the flares are doing their thing. Alright, now I want to actually experiment. Payload conveyor, right? Where, this is meant to be on the output of like a factory. But I'm wondering if I could get one of these guys to enter payload block. Can you enter that payload block for me? Oh, it's true. You can do that now. Okay, so you can just throw them back into these things. This is really cool. Oh, and because it can't leave because we're already at max flares because the machine just made another one. And let's just send the flare on a flare spiral. This is what the game was truly meant to be. And they're stuck now. Well, that sucks. I guess I'll just do something like this and then make some space for them. Alright, there go the flares, back on their happy little ride. Alright, let's see what these guys are up to. Yeah, we have plenty of titanium now. Let's go back to researching stuff like the large door. And we have the better graphite press, which I think is actually pretty interesting. Instead of the old graphite press, which turns 1 1/3 coal per second into 0.6 graphite per second, which is 2 coal per 1 graphite, the multi-press turns 3 coal into 2 graphite, which means multi-press is more efficient at turning coal into graphite. So it's actually better. And that's also convenient because I noticed that I actually have a saved schematic for graphite from one of these things. Thanks past me, I guess. Very nice. We can also replace the graphite production up here, right? Now we just gotta import water from all the way over here. Okay, nice. No power, of course. Yikes. I forgot that you need power to get these graphite presses working. I guess that makes it sometimes more efficient to just use normal graphite press. And we can now look at even more research. We could just get the logic display that we were missing out at the start because we have 12,000 silicon now, so yeah, might as well. We have the laser drill. which can mine thorium and it can drill even faster than the pneumatic drill, but has a 3x3 footprint and also takes power. But it is good if you want even more production out of the ore patches. We also have just a liquid tank for even more liquid storage, and we have the container, which lets you store things, or you could like slap it next to your core, and then it basically expands the core. But you can't do this infinitely. You can only put containers directly next to the core. Oh yikes! I don't like how our air defenses kind of suck. I would feel more comfortable if we had better ones. So let's set up some extra air defense. Alrighty. Hopefully we'll get 3.3k titanium so that we can unlock the container, because there is a research behind the container that's actually really worth it and is definitely more of a useful unlock than the container itself. So I think we can actually research the container now, but what we really wanted was the unloader, because with containers you do need unloaders to get stuff back out of them, but unloaders can unload from the core, which means that you can just take all your resources that you bring over normally. I mean, like, not like we've been bringing over resources recently, but then like if you bring over like 5,000 silicon, then instead of having to like build a factory using that to make silicon, you just unload it and then unload it straight into a mono factory, and then you have monos from the start. Well, I think we're still fine for now. We'll just look at how we do against this wave right now. Oh wait, no, we do have enough titanium to unlock the unloader, so that's good. What I actually wanted was the Lancer, because that's basically just a large version of the Arc, and we could probably just replace our Arcs with that, and also salvos are just large duos. Parallaxes are something else entirely. They basically target air units and pull them in using a tractor beam, which is pretty fun if you have like 2 million of them, because they just like fling the air units out of existence. But they do cost tons of power, running at 330 power units per second while they're in use, so yikes. Do we even need these steam generators anymore? I feel like they're kind of redundant. We have the differential generator power. We'll actually take some of this coal and we'll just use it for our graphite, because we can. We're still waiting on even more titanium because, you know, we're actually needing quite a lot. What we can do is that we can mine even more. We can get the stuff from over here. Oh, this is actually very convenient small. You just slap a drill right inside of there. It's actually a very satisfying place to build drills. Look at that one. That one just perfectly fits. Alright, now we can just throw it onto our titanium conveyor line that already exists, because, well, titanium conveyors have really good throughput, so... Alright, just gotta wait for these final waves. Oh, that's a tier 3, one of those guys. Go flares! Oh, that was a Zenith. Oh my goodness, that was a tier 3 air unit right there. That was the Guardian for Created Battlegrounds. Now it's just a normal enemy. I mean, we could just add more air defense. You know what we could also do? We could even put Hails here, because Hails also use Power Tide. And also, because we've unlocked the container, we can put said container down here. And then we can unload from there. So we can store like a whole bunch of Power Tide for later. Without the unloader, nothing will come out of it. But with the unloader, it will actually let you unload from there. Good. Also, we are back at 3.6k titanium, so hopefully we can research some cool things once again. I think we've done everything on this side. Now we just have to look at the turrets. Like we can go for the Lancer. We can get a shock mine. Why not? Also get the salvo, because again, why not? Oh, the Ripple. Ripple is basically Big Hail, and it's actually 3x3, so it's actually the biggest turret we've encountered so far. You know, I've never actually used shock mines, so maybe we'll learn something new by trying to use shock mines. Big turret is more satisfying to look at than small turret, so let's just put in like a few Lancers to replace our arcs that we're just deleting. Fortunately, these guys use a lot of power per second, I think. Yeah, 360. They should work. Oh, these guys shoot piercing bolts that go straight through the defenses, or just straight through hordes, very easily clearing them out. Oh, and also, since they're right next to water, might as well use water to increase their fire rate. Because if you pump liquids into turrets, they will get a fire rate bonus. The best liquid is cryo fluid, but I don't really feel like making cryo fluid production for this, so we'll just use plain old water. That's sad. We can probably replace these guys with salvos. Even though salvos are bad, they're probably going to be better than duos in this situation. And who doesn't want more DPS? Oh yeah, shock mines. Yeah, why not? I've never used these. I guess we'll just see how good they are. Let's just see how we're faring against the waves now that we have slightly upgraded turrets and stuff. Oh yeah, okay. You know what? You know you're doing good when you have no idea what's going on screen? Yeah, and the shock mines kind of worked a little bit. We do need to replace them, but I guess they did some DPS, so... And we could probably fit even more salvos in here. Now, we do have hails, and the upgraded version of hails are ripples. So we could replace them with ripples and have a fully upgraded defense, which I think is a pretty funny idea, so let's go for it. Let's make the most over-the-top variety type defense. We can just fit as much DPS as possible into this one spot. Wait. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is gonna actually be horrendous. We can technically fit water pumps here, so okay, now we can technically fit 2 more hails in here. Another hail in here. Put like a router here for more duos. All the good stuff. Oh, okay. Yeah, alright. We can put a hail here. So what we can do is that we can put the water into that hail. We can fit another mender, because why not? We can put even more lancers. Alright. Now we're getting somewhere. Yeah, I can see. It really is just a matter of add more. Any empty squares, we can just throw an arc in there. Might even put an arc here that has water boosting. More arcs right there. Do they even like have enough range to reach the front lines? No, they don't. And you know what? There's even more space. Might as well fit another one. Have I filled like every single possible gap? Like I can even extend this for no particular reason. There's still some spaces. You know what that means? We might actually put scatters here because we seem to be a little bit lacking on air defense. And now we just have to get the lead over here. That's beautiful. And there's space for another arc, so let's put that in. Okay, now I think that's enough. That's enough defenses. Maybe a cheeky arc. And another salvo. And another duo. Alright. Yeah, okay, I think we might win the sector, you know. Who knows, we might lose. Is there actually any other research we can do? Because we have 9,000 titanium, the max. And yes, it's just a parallax. Alright, there you go, that's the entire research tree done. Now, all we have to do is, you know, capture the sector. On the mini-map, it's just a solid block of yellow. You know what, just for good measure, I'm just gonna add even more air turrets, because I saw how the tier 3 air units were going for this part of the defense specifically. And extra arcs. Behold my masterpiece. The best defense ever. Or at least the most varied defense. The most chaotic defense. I'm pretty sure I've utilized every single turret here. Except for wave. We'll fit you in like, I don't know, here. There's a nice spot for you here. Parallax. Don't forget. Okay, now we have a defense that uses every single turret. And also shock mines. And also uses units. Yeah, okay, let's just send it for the final wave. Alright, we have this goober as our guardian right here. And there's the tractor beam I was talking about. And yeah, okay, there's our sector captured. Is there anything else unlocked? Oh, well, it's actually nothing. Well, I guess we won't have to actually wait around here for long. We do have lots of production, which is very good, thanks to the plentiful resources here on Stained Mountains. And now we'll look at the planet map, see what we've unlocked. We've unlocked nothing. We can't go to any of the sectors along those lines. So, this means that we're going to have to start looking into these previous sectors we've missed out on. So we're either going to go to Fungal Pass or Ruinous Shores next. We'll probably go for fungal pass because it's a lower threat than Runa Shores, and also it's the intro to attack sectors, which is going to be pretty cool. So now that we're all set and ready to go, thanks for watching, I guess.